2023, which is the last year that I have data on, there were between 225,000 and 250,000 babies born to illegal immigrants. They believe that this could impact up to 4.3 million retroactively births, because remember, Trump did this, and the way they're going to work it out and the way they're going to move forward is TBD, but it could impact up to 4.3 million children. So it's a huge deal. But and when we're talking about historical significance and moving forward, that number obviously is going to be even larger. So the language in the 14th Amendment was derived from the 1866 Civil Rights Act. So this is, again, right after the Civil War. The intent was to give citizenship to freed slaves and the children of freed slaves. And the language in that 1866 Civil Rights Act, from which this was derived, said all persons born in the United States and not subject to any foreign power would be considered citizens. Now, this also gets lost in the shuffle. Two Supreme Court cases upheld that the 14th Amendment excluded citizens of foreign countries born in the U.S., the Slaughterhouse cases in 1872 and Elk v. Wilkins in 1884. Now, birthright proponents like to cite the 1898 Supreme Court case, which was United States versus Kim Wong, or versus Kim. But they conveniently forget that that case was about the child of a Chinese parents that resided in the United States permanently and lawfully. So the big idea here is that the 14th Amendment was intended to grant citizenship to freed slaves born in America and their children, not to illegals who owe allegiance and are citizens of a foreign country. And here's the key quote, Blake. This is the one that everybody's going to be talking about and arguing around in this Supreme Court oral argument. Subject to the jurisdiction thereof. And one last point, Blake, before I throw it to you. There is a reason that American Indians did not receive citizenship until 1924 with the passage of the Indian Citizenship Act. Now, you have to ask yourself, why? Why did they not receive citizenship? They were born on American soil, presumably. But this is the key. They were considered to owe allegiance to native sovereignty, to their own tribal nations, and they were not automatically considered to owe allegiance to the United States. And therefore, it took an extra step passed by Congress in 1924, the Indian Citizenship Act. So if everybody simply born on American soil is automatically a citizen, you have to ask yourself, why not the Native Americans? That's the question I would like anybody that is a proponent of birthright citizenship for illegals or tourists or whatever to answer me.